The Dodgers just sent down one of their most prized free agent pickups from this offseason, and that kind of shocked some people around the league. Joey Gallo had one of the more embarrassing moments of spring so far. Juan Soto got chirped by a fan and immediately got some payback. He hit a baseball directly to that troll. And Oneil Cruz, he is showing why he could be a future 40-40 guy, because he's going crazy in spring. Again, it's spring, but it's still fun to watch. This is MLB Recap. We give updates on the game of baseball almost every single day, so if you like that sort of stuff, stick around and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to save yourself 20 bucks off all of your tickets on SeatGeek using code FUZZ, and take advantage of this free pick'em entry and up to $1,000 in bonus cash on Underdog if you use code FUZZY. By the way, preseason pick'ems are still live. Again, all you gotta do is use code FUZZY. All right, so we're gonna start off with a very embarrassing moment from my friend. As you can see, Joey Gallo is at the dish. He came into this at bat 2 for 19 with 10 strikeouts in spring, so a brutal start to his White Sox career. He struck out again, but he was like, nah, that was a ball. Well, the automatic ball strike system, the ABS, showed it was basically right down the middle, like a little bit off. Joey is now 2 for 20 with 11 strikeouts. He's in danger of not making the opening day roster for the Chicago White Sox. Now, if you thought that was embarrassing, this is pretty embarrassing as well. Someone out there approved of these hats. Now, they have been taken back, thankfully. It reminded me a lot of last year's A's hats, where they tried to get nice and cute and fun, and they just ended up spelling this. Well, this year's hats, the Texas hat, what are we doing? You guys can see what that spells. These have already been taken off the website. The Angels hat, I mean, who approved these? Someone got paid to do that. I could have done it for free. In the intro, I hinted at Juan Soto getting payback versus a troll. So that troll, he was yelling overrated, overpaid. Juan Soto was staring that guy down, and he hit a home run directly to that guy, and the dude looked as unathletic as it possibly gets. He just straight up whiffed the home run ball. So there you go, Juan Soto. He's already having a ton of fun in a Mets uniform. This next guy might be having the best spring training of all time, Curtis Mead. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he's been a top 50-ish prospect for the last few seasons. He made his debut last year at 23 years old, so there's plenty of talent there. He's showing all of that talent. He's almost batting 700 in spring. He's batting 696. He has 16 base hits in 23 at-bats and more walks than strikeouts. Curtis Mead, he could finally be experiencing his breakout. Cody Bellinger is not hitting 696, but he is 13 for 16. If we do the math round, he's batting 500 right now. He also has 2 home runs this spring as well, so we've all been excited to see what Cody Bellinger could do going into a season healthy and with a short porch. He has both of those going right now. He's on the Yankees. Elly De La Cruz is also batting 500, and he stole 2 more bags yesterday. He stole second, then he stole third, and immediately scored. Tito Francona, he was yelling, no. Actually, good play. Very rarely can Tito say that he's never seen something before. He said that he's never seen a player like Elly De La Cruz. He's been around some absolute studs and superstars and Hall of Famers. For him to say that he's never seen a player like that, Elly De La Cruz, he's a one-on-one talent. I'm going to give some credit to Josh Naylor. He lost some weight over this offseason, and I saw him recently in Las Vegas. There was a big league classic, and I gotta tip my cap to him because he looks fantastic. He already has 4 doubles this spring, almost hitting 500 as well. He's only struck out 1 time in 33 plate appearances. If he keeps that up, and with the shedded weight, maybe he can keep the energy for 6-7 months like he couldn't do prior, because honestly, I just felt like he was really out of shape, and it cost them a great second half and postseason. I promise you guys, we're going to talk about the Dodgers sending down one of their free agents, but we got a few other random things to talk about. Brandon Drury, who, by the way, not too long ago had back-to-back seasons with 30-plus doubles and 25 or more home runs, and then he had a historically bad 2024. The bat speed is insane this year. He has increased the bat speed like 5 miles an hour. He's got 5 doubles, 1 home run, only 3 strikeouts, and like 26 at-bats. Brandon Drury, I know it's the White Sox, he could be a big bounce-back candidate. Same with Gavin Sheets, a former White Sox. He has 5 home runs already. And remember, he had 24 doubles and 10 home runs for a putrid 2024 White Sox team, the worst team in baseball history. He's never really had great exit velocities, but now that MLB can track bat speed, it seems like the bat speed is there. He already has 9 baseballs hit of 100-plus miles an hour this spring, and that was after hitting a home run at 106 miles an hour. All right, here we go. Some Dodgers news to talk about. We've talked about the Dodgers a lot, so I wanted to save them and kind of showcase other players and teams in spring. So it's been made official. HyeSeong Kim will not be on the opening day roster. He will not be traveling with the Dodgers to Japan to play in that series. He's been demoted to AAA, and as you guys can see by his spring stats, he's not been very good, so the Dodgers are saying saying, we're not going to rush the kid. We're going to go ahead and demote him to AAA and see if he can work his way up. Almost like what the Lakers are doing with Bronny. Like, hey, maybe in the future, you'll be big league ready. But now Dodgers fans are basically saying, we traded Gavin Lux, who was a superstar in the second half, for a guy who couldn't even crack the opening day roster. I guess time will tell to see if that was a really bad trade. Here's an update on Roki Sasaki. He pitched his final 2 innings of spring. He ends his first spring training with 7 scoreless frames with 7 strikeouts. He did walk 3 and he hit a guy. Fans are a little bit concerned with his fastball because he's only averaging 96. We say only because we thought he was going to be throwing 101, 102. And the fastball, if you take a look behind the scenes and under the hood, the fastball is just way too flat. The spin rate is not where it was before. So the fact that he's only throwing 96, that's still very hard for a starting pitcher. Some people are saying that will not translate to a good season going forward, so he's got to get that spin rate and velocity back on his heater. The health gods are already coming after the Dodgers. Tony Gonsolin will not be ready for opening day. He is going on the IL with a back issue, so he joins Michael Kopech, Brusdar Graterol, Evan Phillips, and I think his name is Michael Grove. Those last few guys were relief arms, but still, Dustin May is now the 5th starter because Gonsolin is not going to be ready for opening day. And Bobby Miller, he essentially lost the 5th starter race to Dustin May. Bobby Miller, just like HyeSeong Kim, he's going to AAA. So because Kim got demoted, there's one roster spot available. It was between Andy Pages and James Outman. Well, James Outman has won that race. James Outman has an all-time bad strikeout issue. Like, I'm talking Joey Gallo whiff rates. That's not even being facetious. He cannot make contact sometimes, but he does have 20-20 ceilings. That's 20 home runs, 20 stolen bases. With really good defense on top of it, Pages, he had 2 home runs in last year's playoffs. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to watch who's going to win out in terms of the final roster spot once Gonsolin comes back. Who's going to get dropped for an Outman, a Kim, or a Pages? I feel like they got to give Kim some leash, right? And finally, I had to show off some Pirates players. Paul Skeens had 5 more strikeouts. The walks were a little bit concerning, but again, it's spring training. Take it with a grain of salt. O'Neal Cruz had a 3-run home run. So in 9 games, he has 3 home runs and 4 stolen bases. Again, this is not going to happen, but that is a 53 home run, 71 stolen base pace over 162 games. Even if he's not that good, I mean, he could go 40-40 if the league's not careful. I know this wasn't the longest recap in the world, but I feel like we talked about a good amount of stuff, so let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of the video. And again, if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
That 2-seam fastball.
Out to deep left center field. Connor Griffin on the run.
Backs in the 5th. 1-0 pitch, and Carroll grounds it to David Bodie, the new first baseman. Underhand, top leaping. Oh, what a play by Yamamoto.
Then he's
Diving stop by Triolo. Look at this. Oh!
Kersey pops up a bunt. Wagner charging in, and he makes the play. 2022. He lines the ball, and it's snapped at second by Jimenez.
Play in question. It was like he knew what was coming before it happened. Just like that, it's shortstop for Williams.
4-0 in the 5th.
Throw behind again, and that one got him. What a throw